and you just look ridiculous. And I don't know, you just weren't all fucking uppity about shit. Like it was just awesome. Oh man, fucking
Oh
nice.
my god, dude. You know what I think about too is like Hanson.
Oh man, bop, bop, bop,
Yes.
bop,
Bop.
dip, dop.
By
Yes,
the way, Hanson today, unbelievable band. But like again, going back to music for just a second, nobody cares.
nobody
They're
cares.
amazing. Their songs are
Really,
awesome. Yeah,
man,
their songs are awesome.
dude, I was in
But like,
eighth grade when that song came out.
holy shit.
I remember being in Mr. Gurman's Algebra 2 class in 8th grade singing "MMMBop" with, like, 5 or 6 people in the class.
Hang on, I want to look something up.
Why? It's 97 or 96.
97. Yeah, you got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um, so again, right, like the whole thing. I know that like 80s hair bands and like the 70s, 80s, like dudes had long hair, but it wasn't like the 90s. They were styling their hair in this 80s, like that with those hair bands and all that, teasing it, making it big and like frizzy and all that thing. That was like the style.
Yeah,
In the 90s, dudes would have long hair and they would just have it.
right.
You know?
It
Like
just hung there.
it
It
was
was
just
just
hung
hair.
there. It
Yeah.
was just hair. We're not trying to be fancy about it. This is my hair. This is how much of it I have. Like, they're just like so cool. You know what it was? I think this like is all encompassing maybe of like the 90s. It was carefree. It was
Yes.
carefree. So I do the thought experiment with people all the time. And I'm gonna ask you the same question. I know we've been talking about the 90s, but pretend we didn't for a second.
Okay.
If you could go back and be any age you want, what age would you be?
Oh, it'd be 10 years old.
This is why we're soulmates. This
It'd
is
be 10
why we're
years old.
soulmates.
Like,
Because everyone I talk to, yeah, go ahead.
you understand the world, but also, like, you're carefree. Like,
Yeah,
it's just all potential.
yeah. I ask people this question all the time, and they're always like, "Oh man, I want to be 22 again. I want to be 21, go out to the club and all this stuff." Almost unanimously, everyone's like, "Yeah, early 20s, I want to be." Or if
Yeah.
I ask somebody like in their 70s, like, "What age do you want to be?" They'll be like, "Oh, I want to be in my 30s again." And
Right.
I'm like, "This is all incorrect. 10 years old is
Yeah.
the only right answer." You know what my biggest concern was when I was 10? When we're out in the street playing hockey, who's goalie? That
Right.
was the biggest concern I had.
And no, mine too. So this was like we're going out to play football in the street, right? Because we didn't have grass to play in.
Wasn't invented yet.
Yeah.
They were
So
just called fields.
no, because I lived in a condominium complex, so there was very
Yeah.
little grass for us. Um, so um, I'd be going out there and I'd have a strategy because I wanted to be the quarterback. And like I had a strategy, like, how am I going to pull this off? Because everybody's going to want to be it, but I'm the best one out here. That was my biggest worry. Or if we were going to play manhunt, I wanted to be on Joe's team for manhunt because me and Joe were the best at manhunt. And I'm like, how am I going to get on Joe's team? Because they're all going to be pissed that we're on the same team again and we're the best. Um, Joe, Joe
Oh,
Camberata
I
from
love Joe.
yeah.
Love Joe. We
Uh,
hope to have him on the show soon.
dude, he was so good at Manhunt. It was wild. That's
I
the thing
believe
though.
that.
When you were a kid, like carefree, summertime, your parents let you outside. They basically forced you to go outside and you didn't come back until it was dark or somebody's mom got really, really mad about something
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everybody had to go in.
You know what was awesome about the 90s though too? We didn't have social media. Yet everyone in America played Manhunt.
Yes. Yeah.
How? How did we all know?
I don't know. I don't
But
know.
we all knew. And that was so cool. That was the cool thing about it is everyone knew this game.
Yeah,
And
because
if you don't know what we're talking about, you're too young to watch this podcast. But like
yeah,
it,
but
everyone knew the game.
go outside and play manhunt, trust me. Um,
But it is sad. Like I drive, we have our our neighborhood here. We live in a development. I don't see kids outside ever, ever. There's plenty of kids on this street, all in relatively the same age, and I like they're never outside playing hockey. There's
yeah,
maybe one kid out here has a basketball hoop. I only see him sometimes, and it's sad, man. That is all we did. That is all we had to do. And
yeah,
like we like you had to go outside. You had to find something to do. You ran through the woods, and you just like had a ball doing it.
yeah.
You
We
we got
y-
together with all our friends, and we didn't even call each other. We just knew that tomorrow we're all going to be out in the street and we're going to play hockey. And everyone
yeah,
brought their stick, and you just knew it was going to happen. And oh
yeah.
man, it was so great
I didn't have to call anybody. I
to
just ran
call
to their
anyone.
house.
You
Yeah.
just go, and
Oh,
you just knew they're going to be out
sun's
there.
up. Sun's up. Let's go. Time to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And it's just like one thing I don't think was on your list here about the '90s that I think was worth talking about. How much time do we have?
Uh, 3 minutes.
Okay, let us end with this. Video games in the '90s.
Oh, I didn't put. You know why I didn't put on video games in the '90s? Because I didn't have a console growing up.
Okay, well, this has only got a couple minutes. Video games in the '90s were fucking awesome, and you people look back on it now and be like, "Oh, you couldn't save it." Like that was the point. The point was you had to learn and you had to deal with. But like seriously, they've studied this now, and like kids that play video games in the '90s are better at dealing with struggles because like there was nothing worse than playing Sonic the Hedgehog and you learn the first three levels and then you get to the fourth one and now you're discovering things that are new. You saw something you never saw before and then you die and you got to start all the way back at the beginning. Like it, as infuriating as it was, it taught you to deal with those things. It also taught you to overcome them. I mean,
Right.
that is like not something to be forgot. But like you had Sonic the Hedgehog, you had Super Mario, and like
The
just these
Ninja Turtles
awesome
game.
games. These
I
The
remember
Ninja Turtles
like
game was electric.
I remember I could never get past the water part where you're swimming and you're getting electrified or something by I don't know seaweed. I don't know what it is.
Yes, terrifyingly difficult, but you can only do it through trial and error.
Yeah.
And but even more than just the game itself and like what it taught you to do and how you played it was that you played video games with people and you were there, right? You experienced it together on the same tiny TV screen. And I remember like because my we had a Sega Genesis growing up, and so I was maybe 5 years old. My brother would have been 10, and so he's got his friends there, and I'm just sitting there watching. And the joy that we had when he would get past the boss, like that we haven't gotten past before, and like the celebration we would have together, the camaraderie that brought, and we
Yeah.
would play those video games all the time together. NHL '95, unbelievable, like just so fun